Welcome to Normal, Illinois for Thursday quarterfinal action in the Missouri Valley Conference Softball Championship. It's Murray State and SIU for a trip to the semifinals. The month of May has been very good to the Racers and the Salukis the last couple years. Murray State and MVC Championship 2 years ago. SIU off their tournament title. Just like the series that Murray State and SIU just played. Low-scoring games all three. Ninth pitch of the at-bat is a called strike three. The Valley's strikeout leader in the circle, Maddie Groff.
So that 2 to 5, 2 to 6, very productive.
This is way up into that wind blowing in for Elizabeth Warwick, who puts away out number 2 off the bat of Addison Hicks. And trying to jumpstart their day in the conference tournament with 2 outs in the first. And a chase, and 2 strikeouts in the first inning for Groff, getting Jackson swinging. The Valley
pitcher, she's going to throw a drop ball to both sides of the plate.
List drives us into the air to deep left center. Hobby back to the warning track, and the wind keeps that in the ballpark. A ball that was absolutely drilled off of Liss's bat, and the weather holds it for out number 1. Elizabeth Warwick, good gap-to-gap hitter, and she sprays that to the gap in left center field for a base hit. Lackey was shaded that way, so she holds Warwick to a 1-out single. Well, that's one way to beat the wind. I guess. So here's Sydney Jones, who the Salukis are trying to get hot again at the plate, and she skies the first pitch to Hicks at second, who grabs the second out of the first inning.
Gaps, where are the holes, and you try to exploit those.
Out toward the outer part of the plate that time, and Hamilton yanks it over to Fisher to end the inning. Jackie Liss went 1-2-3 inning in the first with 2 strikeouts. And Kaylee White out of the cleanup spot for Murray State with a bouncer out to Liss at shortstop, and the excellent defense up the middle for
dragging or punching one through the field, and so if they can execute, they are pretty darn good.
Another fly ball that different day might be a different result. Extra bases, if not more, for Aaron Lackey, but on a wind-blown day.
Too, as a hitter. I mean, you see that ball is so enticing that you just want to take a big rip at it.
Well, 3 to the top shelf of the zone that Collins watches go by for a 2-out walk. 3-2 count. And Ray. Good bat on it, but right at Emma Austin in center field. So Groff works around the 2-out walk. Going at it. Groff is number 1, Weber is number 2. And that's drilled out to left. Lackey moving toward the corner and makes the catch on Katherine Johnson's line drive to the corner. We're gonna see some runs in this game at some point. Bouncing out to shortstop. It's scooped up by Ray, and Kaler legs it out. SIU has their second hit of the game. Infield single for Bailey Kaler. Even she was like, nah, I think we're going to see 1-0. I think that's probably going to be the final score one way or another. Through the middle, Austin with a base hit for SIU. So Kaler and Austin with back-to-back singles, and the salute. That earned Weber first team All-MVC honors. And Groff skies it shallow center. Ray out, and the shortstop takes charge.
He is out on that front foot.
Jammed her. Ray on the move makes the catch. A couple of airborne balls out to Summer Ray that she tracks down in a scoreless second inning.
Conference battling for that regular season crown.
Schick waves through the 2-2, and Groff has her 3rd strikeout.
They have that same thought process going on, and so they have obviously worked together for such a long time that they know what each other are thinking. And
season as far as batting average. And off the end of the bat and into center field for a base hit. Didn't barrel it up all the way, but muscled it just enough past the glove of Lee for a 2-out single for Lily Fisher.
You're right, just
bases.
It does. I mean, it's perfect for what they do in their style of play this season.
Did she go? She did. Hicks offered at that on a pitch, a couple balls off the
double down the line.
Liss out to shortstop. Ray backhands, and a great defensive start for Summer Ray. Through the air and on the ground. Nothing getting past Summer Ray.
For perspective, when you're over there at second base, and maybe you do have to cover a little more ground at shortstop.
Well, Summer Ray makes room for Aaron Lackey to make the catch on the run.
Bobble of that fly ball.
Sidney Jones with the bases clear. Up into the air. Middle of the diamonds. Hicks and Ray together. It's Hicks, the second baseman, to end the inning. Smooth sailing for Jenna Weber. 3 up, 3 down in the third. Still no score. And
Bridge.
Jackson hits it hard, but right at Lee at second base. So middle of the lineup bat, Taylor Jackson starts the Murray State fourth.
To put the ball in play, sometimes you're not going to be able to overpower every lineup.
No, White on the rise with the 6th strikeout for Groff.
Little changes in the way the ball is moving when it gets to the hitter.
Lackey drives this to left center field. That is gone! Aaron Lackey jumping for joy around the bases. Murray State the first on the board in the quarters.
With emphasis on home plate as she gets there and is mobbed by her teammates. Got a pitch to her liking that she could drive, and that just cut right through the wind. It was a line shot. And she got all of that. Very patient at bat. Got those hands back and then just unloaded. And you can see Austin tracking it, tried to give chase as it sails over the fence.
Lackey was part of the OVC championship team 2 years ago. We'll swing it away. Callista Collins out to Liss at shortstop, and that ends the inning. We weren't sure if we would see a home run today, much less from a player that hadn't hit one all season. Lackey had not hit a home run all year and hadn't had a hit against the Salukis all year. As Hamilton skies that to right for out number 1.
Well, everything just came together at the right moment for Lackey. To Hart and had a really great season.
Johnson high up in to the normal sky for Hicks, who's out in shallow right and grabs the second out of the fourth.
See if you can get some things strung together.
That's on the ground. Ray's played a slick shortstop today, and she throws out the speedy Kaler. Well, the answer to the home run from Aaron Lackey is a one.
That information.
Working another full count. Summer Ray with the payoff coming. And a swing and a miss. You said it, Laura. We might start to see Groff turn up the strikeouts. The pinch hitter Jestat. And it curls off the outside edge. And Jestat with a quality plate appearance off of the bench from Murray State. And an insurance run on base in the 5th.
We'll get some help from her teammates in the dugout, letting her know if the runner's moving.
Popped up. Liss makes easy work of the second out off the bat of Hobby. Fisher struck out her first time, then singled right back through the box on Groff last time to the plate. And taking all the way on 3-0, and it's ball 4. The second walk of the inning for Groff. Break even with 2 on base. It's popped up. Playable for Jones or Lee, and it is Lee that ends the inning. A couple of walks, but both runners stranded for Groff.
Critical time here for the Salukis.
Austin to Ray at shortstop. Quick exchange, and the ball is dropped. Schick re-entered after she was pinch run for. And the top base stealer.
Against Missouri State.
And now a bunt for Ryland Groff, and that moves Austin up to second. So the tying run immediately into scoring position after the error on Schick. For the bottom of the lineup with Aaron Lee coming up. 0-2. And that hits Lee. In an 0-2 count, Weber hits the 9th place batter in the Saluki lineup. And now the go-ahead run is on base with the top of the lineup looming. A big moment right here. Top of the lineup, 2 runners on. And Liss with a fly ball to short, and it's caught by Ray in one pitch. And the player of the year set down with 2 runners on a homer in the 5th inning against Murray State. 2 runners out there again against Weber. The 1-2 is lined to left, in for a base hit. Lackey has to go in a hurry. Austin has great speed. Play at the plate, not in time. Warwick, clutch again, ties the game for SIU with Austin down at the plate after scoring the game-tying run.
And they're going to take a look at her, but you talked about Warwick stayed within herself, kept those hands in, took it the opposite field. And you can see the collision there. They're looking maybe at her shoulder. There's a good throw. Jackson out in front of the plate. You can see the umpire had the arm out for the obstruction. She was safe anyway, but there's a collision. We're going to get a good look at it right here.
The Saluki fans for their star center fielder. Who scored the Weber, trying to bounce back and keep this game level. Jones, little blooper. Ray backtracking, is there for the catch. But it's Warwick against Weber. Round 3 in a big moment. And Warwick is 3 for 3 in the last couple of weeks against the Racers. Oh. Remember, it was Lackey who hit the ball right over Austin's head and center for the home run as Jackson goes down swinging. Groff with her 8th strikeout in her first career postseason start.
And you talk about Murray State and how young they are. And 10 new faces on this team, 8 freshmen. 6 of their 9 defensive positions are either freshmen or sophomores, so a very young team. Want to shorten up a little bit, just make some contact, keep the lineup moving.
The payoff is drilled to left and in front of Warwick, who is playing deep with Lackey at the plate. And it's a 2-out single for Lackey. For Murray State, no matter who's on. And Collins strokes it to left. Back-to-back hits for the Racers. Out to left field. Lackey first, now Collins. And the Racers threatening to regain the lead.
You know, Collins is a hitter that hits a lot of...
15th pitch of the day. It's a 2-2. And it's swung on and missed. Pitch 115 is strikeout number 10.
Yes.
Well, very different ways these pitchers attack you. Hamilton in the air to center. This sends Hobby back. Warning track. Wall in just enough room. That's the Jackie List spot from earlier in the game. Riley Hamilton with a close miss. Present that low strike.
You got to make it look good for the umpire.
The 8th pitch of the at-bat is right at Ray at shortstop. Johnson hits it on the nose, but 2 away in the 6th. Bouncer, right side, backhand, Schick, inning over. Let's go to the 7th in a tie game. This is the type of tension you want in the postseason. We're getting it. Last year in 12 innings, 2-1. Game a lot like this.
Yeah, very much like this.
And a swing and a miss. There's the 11th strikeout for Mattia Groff. 1-2 from Groff. Flipped in the air to center. Routine for Austin, who comes on to grab the 2nd out.
You know, that's it being too aggressive.
Payoff. It is driven in the air. Left center. Austin back. Warning track. Whoa! And makes the catch. Inches away from turning this game on its head.
For Weber.
Emma Austin leads off. Emma Austin bounces it to Ray at shortstop, who calmly handles her position for the out. Austin, one of the fastest players in the Valley, out by an eyelash for the first out of the 7th. After Groff was called back after leaning into the pitch, she's worked a full count, the 3-2. And it's ball 4. So after all that, she's on base anyway, and Weber with her first walk in this game.
An opportunity for the Salukis.
Lee drives it right field line. White on the move and makes the reaching catch. Long way to get it. The extra reach at the end is the second out of the inning. Jackie Liss, the player of the year at the plate. And a line drive to left to base hit. The stop sign up at second for Rylan Groff. And that winning run is in scoring position on Liss's first hit of the day. And the runner's having a head start. Here's Weber's payoff. And Warwick watches it for ball 4. You talk about knowing the zone. 2 straight for Warwick to load up the bases on a walk. 0-1. Popped up. Could be playable. Hicks is there for Murray State, straddling the line. A nervy finish to that play will send this game to extra innings. That might have dropped fair. To the 8th we go. And over the season, and also think ahead a little bit if you get there. Golfed in the air to left center field. Warwick on the move, and that's in between her and Austin. And the speed of Hicks burns up to second base for a leadoff double for the Racers in the top of the 8th. 0 for 2 with runners out in scoring position in this game. And a swing and a miss. Groff blows it past Jackson.
Yeah, just a good battle and hats.
A fastball rise and change in the back pocket of Groff with 2 strikes. And that's called for a strike 3. White down looking. And White. The payoff. In the air, shallow right. Lee out, Kaler on and makes the grab. Lead-off double, and Groff works around it with 2 strikeouts.
Part of that box.
0-2. Line drive right at Ray. Good react from Summer Ray for the first out off the bat of Riley Hamilton. Nothing for 3 today, but Weber works her a 4-pitch walk. So Johnson's first reach has the potential winning run out at first base.
I'm going to challenge them.
Kaler drops it down. That's a fair ball, and the throw to first from Jackson is in time for the out. The defensive player of the year in the Valley all over it.
Up the middle of the infield, wide open.
Slapped out to short. Ray charges and fires to first in time for the out. You want to play 9, Laura Leonard?
Yes, we do.
Let's play 9.
A bit more to the right side. There's a big gap between center and left.
2-2 is cut on and missed. Strikeout number 14 starts the 9th inning for Mattia Groff.
On certain pitches, and just have to be good and really good at those 3 pitches. You don't always need to have a huge arsenal, and she has been very good with those 3.
1-1. Popped up. This is playable, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 for Groff, digging deep into the tank, close to 170 pitches. She gets her sister to the plate.
This is not volleyball.
Line drive to center. Hobby is on the spot. And Groff with a well-struck first out at the bottom of the 9th. Yeah, so a little bit wet. It started misting a little bit in that.
Season long, they're ready to go, knowing that they're going to get some action because she is pitch to contact ground ball pitcher.
Just like that, yep. Fisher takes care of the 9th-place hitter Aaron Lee for the second out. Liss has 16. And Liss scalds it back through the middle for a base hit. And on that wet track, it's backhanded by Hobby and plays it well to hold Liss to a single. That ball easily could have skirted by to the wall with the miss. The 7th inning go-ahead double for the Salukis in game 1. 2-1. And Warwick slashes it to left field. Lackey and Hobby going back. That's off the base of the wall. Liss touches third base. She gets the wave. Here's the relay. At the plate. Not in time. Warwick does it again in the postseason.
And she is celebrating out there on second base. What a shot. Gap hitter all the way. Splits the gap out to the fence. Hobby has just a little bit of trouble picking it up, gets it in, but there was no way that Liss was stopping as she rounded the bases.
Walk-off home run for Warwick in last year's semifinals. Walk-off double in this year's quarterfinals. And SIU, the 1 seed, moving on in another great duel between Weber and Groff in the circle.
Boy, exhilaration for Southern Illinois. Great swing right up against the base of the fence, and you can see Liss making the turn. The throw comes just a little off the line. And disappointment for the Racers. What a game by both of these teams, and what performances by both pitchers in this ball game.
Weber and Groff, another all-timer in the conference tournament, and that's sending SIU into the semifinals.